maybe 12% in an hour off one cable, 60% in that same hour off another your phone plugged into the same charger on the same wall socket. So what actually moved between one cable and the other? There's a wire inside one of them that most people have never heard of, and in a lot of cables it just isn't there at all. Here's the trick behind that. Your phone and the charger aren't just handed a number the moment you plug in. They ask each other for one first. And if that conversation doesn't go anywhere, they don't split the difference. They fall all the way down to the slowest number. Both of them are guaranteed to survive. 5 volts under an amp. That's your 12% an hour, and it isn't a broken charger, and it isn't a broken phone. It's just two devices that failed to agree on anything better, so they landed on the one setting neither of them can get wrong. So how does a good pairing do better? Inside that cable, there's a signal wire completely separate from the ones actually carrying power O. And before a single real amp moves, the charger uses it to announce a whole list. 5 volts at this current, 9 volts at that one, all the way up through everything it can give. Your phone answers back and asks for exactly one item off that list. The charger agrees, and only then does the real current switch on. It's a negotiation, and it happens every time you plug in well under a second. Some of that doesn't even need the full back and forth, because a charger can just pick a single number and hold it there 1.5 amps or 3, and your phone reads that number the moment it's plugged in, no conversation required. So there's a ladder, and a failed handshake gets you the slowest rung on it. A decent charger, even saying almost nothing, can put you a few rungs higher, and a full negotiation, when it actually goes through, can put you higher still. But there's a line drawn at 3 amps, and past it, the rules change. To ask for more than that, up toward the 100 watts a laptop charger uses, or the 240 watts the newest spec allows, the cable itself has to prove what it can carry. And the way it proves that is with an actual chip built into the plug, whose only job is to answer when it's asked a coin-sized part with the cable's own rating stored inside it. A charger won't hand over more than 3 amps to a cable that can't answer that question. It doesn't matter how capable the charger is or how capable your phone is. The cable has to be able to speak for itself. And most cables were never asked to. Under 3 amps, the spec doesn't require a chip at all, just bare copper, run from one end to the other, and that's exactly what the cheapest cables are. So swap in a cable like that and it isn't damaged, and it isn't lying to you. It genuinely can't say the one sentence that unlocks anything higher, and the charger, hearing nothing, keeps both of you down at the low end of the ladder. Back at the hotel, the wall socket was no different, and the charger was no different. The 60% you got at home wasn't sitting in the plug. It was sitting in a few millimeters of extra material inside one particular cable, a chip whose entire purpose is to say out loud, I can handle this. Most of the cables in your drawer we're never given a voice to say it with.
Everything you just figured out rests on something deeper, and that's the next video, so start there. Would you rather understand your computer than just use it? Then subscribe, and I'll see you next time, further down the stack.